tell you that he's a heavyweight. In fact, the world's strongest man fighting out of Newcastle, United Kingdom.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with those shots, it's going to hurt and we're going to feel it.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. Fighting out of the blue corner from Newcastle under Lyme, England, the first man to deadlift 500 kilos, the 2017 world's strongest man, here is Eddie, the Beast Hall.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
You couldn't buy a seat in this place. You'd be very lucky if you're ringside, but you know what? Watch it from home. You've got everything on a plate. Good luck.
And we're underway in round one. Good counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Solid punch. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
God, listen to them, listen to them. You can hear the noise, but you don't know what they're saying. It's that loud. I'm sorry, man. I'm shouting your ear. I'm sorry.
Oh, and that changes everything. And down they go. Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. So it's onward and upward after another knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That was hurt.
Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what an atmosphere we have here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches. The Gypsy King himself, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man. Eddie Hall, known as the Beast. And yes, you guessed it, he is a heavyweight. In fact, the world's strongest man, and he fights out of Newcastle, England.
That is true confidence going with somebody so heavy.
And now it's time for the official introductions, and for that, we go to the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, until the last fighter is out here. Because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for. Good luck. Back.
Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Oh, and he caught him with a left hook. The perfect counter lands. Look at the big fella get rocked. Disaster averted. That counter shot lands. As he weathered the storm. Somehow weathered the storm. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. One punch could change everything in this battle. They exchange punches. Good counter right hand again. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Good counter punching from both these athletes. There's a counter shot. It's all offense all the time. Nice counter. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Beautiful counter shot. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And the opponent's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Just see the nerves on that fight stepping into the ring, Tom.
Looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. And they're down, running out of time as the referee continues the count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
So time to go celebrate after another knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
It's action night.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Arturo Thunder Gotti, 5 foot 8 inches tall, 147 pounds. And he'll be facing King Ryan Garcia. He's 178 centimeters tall with 178 centimeter reach.
We'll be talking about this fight.
Arturo Thunder Gotti, the blood and King Ryan Garcia. They also call him.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
Well, I hope you brought your sunscreen. You're going to need it as we have our main event underneath the bright sunny skies.
Listen, when you've got two people that want to fight, two fighters that really...
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. They both want a knockout, you can tell. They exchange punches. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Might want to back out of the pocket here. Look how slow these punches are. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and it looks like we're going to see an early night here. He is rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice shot with the left. Neither man really defending themselves. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. No secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the second round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. A counter. This is not the way he wanted this fight to start. Let's see if he can get out of trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed. It's defend yourself at all times, but this fighter hasn't defended themselves at all. The bell rung. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. fantastic punch. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The referee might need to take the point here. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment. He blocks the uppercut. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. He missed with that jab. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Punch scores. There's a scoring blow. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Here we go to the 4th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw, look at the body shots. That could be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
And he misses with the left uppercut. That left lands. It has been a back-and-forth contest so far, no doubt about it. Right punch. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. You know this scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
There's the bell for round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. Just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Got out of the way of that right hook. He just misses with that jab. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
There's the bell for round 6. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round. Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
What you've got to do, Tony, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You've just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Trying to answer back. Watch that jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Nice punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Here we go, it's round 7. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet, not until your senses have come back.
That punch lands. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters. Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Missed him with that uppercut. He threw the hook, didn't land. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't...
And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think of them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket them.
Not many of the people in the division hit like them. That punch landed. A very competitive round here so far. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
He blocks that jab. Believe what we're seeing. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
And we enter the 9th. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it? Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. They both want a knockout, you can tell. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
That one lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
There's the bell for round 10. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for it.
And the kid goes down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down. Insane action! There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
There's a right hand. Both going for the KO. It's so obvious. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Well, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
To make or break a fighter.
Let's start 11. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now they're saying, when you get out there, jump on him. Do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Solid punch. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. That's a scoring left hand. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell for round 12. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you got to do is you got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
And he just missed with that left jab. You'd like to see this fighter protect themselves a little better. Nice punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The three judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
Just wanna find